Well, our favorite Pokegirl sure is an Enigma, isn't she? Hey everyone, Templar74 here with another episode of Poke Talk, and this one is going to be a Pokemon anime discussion. And I know I've already did one, but I want to do this discussion because of the next episode of X, Y, and Z. And this is about Serena, of course, and her future role in the anime, if she has one, and I still think she does. It's weird because basically, I want to do this because pretty much every mainstream YouTuber and PokeTuber online has pretty much written Serena off, saying that she's not going to go, and skeptics have done this too, that she's not going to go and we're never going to see her again, guys. Get over it, move on. And they're basing this on past patterns. But there's still a lot of outstanding evidence that leads everybody to think you can't write Serena off yet because there's so much stuff there. Even when everything to the contrary, these skeptics are saying, well, past patterns, the trailers, the pictures, the whole, it doesn't matter because there's still so much evidence here for the Serena and Amore shippers to fire back at them with, and this video is pretty much going to be that. Now again, I will go over this list, detail by detail. I'll tell you basically what I know, and then you guys can judge for yourselves. I'm personally in the camp that with this much evidence, I'm still convinced she's going to go. But we'll see what you guys think in the comments down below. So let's go ahead and get started. First off on this list are the Serena commemorative musical figurines. Now, before you guys ask, yes, I did order one. I can't believe I got to wait till March for it, but hear me out. These Serena commemorative musical figurines, you can order them now. However, they are not available until March. Now, somebody on Twitter has actually messaged me earlier saying, no, that's not exactly true because you can order them early. But I did go back and check, and you can order them early. But it's going to be like 4 times the price. And I know you guys are going to judge me in the comments, but please spare me the insults. When I ordered mine, they're about $90 between the conversion rate between Japanese currency and U.S. currency, they're about $90, plus shipping and handling from wherever you live. So the fact that they are so expensive, 3 or 4 times more for early shipping, and even with the early shipping, it's not by much. It's like early March still. So, it's just very interesting that they're putting out a commemorative Serena figurine in March. Why that is interesting is because I actually talked with Skilled Legend, and we actually did the math. And in March 2017, the end of March, which is when these things are scheduled to be delivered, that would be in the 15 to 20 episode range of Sun and Moon. Why that is interesting is even on the fan boards, people that are Serena haters, they hate her, they despise her, are saying, hey guys, she's coming back like 15, 20 episodes in. Don't get too used to not seeing her because she's coming back. But they were all saying, well, 15, 20 episodes in, like after the school arc. It's interesting to note that the Serena commemorative figurines come out in that exact time window. And if they're going to release Serena commemorative figurines, you'd think they'd release them the episode she leaves. Why in the world would they wait till March? What could they possibly commemorate about Serena in March unless it's to mark her return to the anime, which is what I'm thinking. Also, it's very interesting to note that these Serena figurines, while they're being revealed in March, well, their actual delivery date's March 30th, and they're commemorative figurines. It's interesting to note that April 1st, 2017 is the anime's 20th anniversary. Could Serena, in fact, be making an epic return to become Ash's traveling companion again to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the anime? And could that also prove that people like Lockstead on YouTube could be right, that we are in for an ultimate Pokemon reset after Sun and Moon? Be very interesting to see if they do that. That is a nice touch. Nice touch, writers. Okay, so the Serena figurines. Now we move on to Serene. Now, before you guys fire your guns at me in the comments, let me explain. Yes, it is spelled Celine, But in Japan, there is no differentiation from L's and R's in their language. So even though it's spelled Celine, it is pronounced Serene. The fact that Serene, who, mind you, could still be Game and Magna exclusive, but the fact that how they revealed her to us in the game, they used Serena's template. Blue eyes, honey blonde hair, sun hat. The fact that they used Serena's template to introduce Serene to the fans, I think that was a nudge. Like, hey, here's Serene, everybody. And if they throw her in the anime, people are going to get confused like nobody's business if it isn't Serena. But although right now the big fan speculation is that Serena is going to return and take Serene's place in the anime. I still think that's going to happen because they look so much alike. And the fact that they introduced her with Serena's template, I mean, come on, guys. That should be a dead giveaway right there that they're hiding something. Okay. Serena's departure in X, Y, and Z is so different from any of the other female companions that have that they left the show. And what I mean by that is usually when a character leaves the show and gets written off, they're sent to Johto. Now, Dawn, however, in Sinnoh, she was originally going to go to Hoenn, but we found out in side specials after the fact and in Black and White, one of the only Black and White episodes I've ever watched or will ever consider watching, mostly because it was just Dawn, because you guys know how much I loathe Black and White. But anyway, it is revealed that she went to Johto instead of Hoenn. Now, Serena is going to Hoenn, which also was confirmed by multiple people, including Pokemon Ranger Boy, that Hoenn is actually closer to Alola than any other region in the Pokemon world, even Kalos. Hoenn is closer to Alola than anywhere else. Again, why would they choose to send Serena to Hoenn? Not to Johto, the region of let's write characters off and never see them again. They're sending her to Hoenn, which, by the way, is the closest region to Alola. Again, coincidence? I don't believe in them. Okay, so, and this one is going to be a huge backlash at me because I got on a huge fight in Twitter about this. Like, no, they're not. You got to look at the TV ratings only. You can't look at... That argument aside, irrelevant. Okay, looking at downloading data, streaming data, and TV broadcast data, these three things, remember everybody, including downloading, streaming, and TV, you add the numbers up. XY and XY and Z is the third most grossing Pokemon franchise to date as far as the anime goes. Not to mention the Serena episodes are the best ranked out of XY and XY and Z, especially the Masterclass episodes and the Serena development episodes. Fans around the world really love Serena. She's still a big money maker. Even right now, as she's getting set to leave, she's still a major money operation for Pokemon. And again, everybody, ratings drive dollars. Dollars drive decisions. I rest my case on that. Okay, Serena has been revealed to be the personal favorite Pokegirl of both Satoshi Tajiri and Masuda. And Masuda, being the evil madman genius he is, he's also conceded that he based Serena's character on a real person and that he is an Amore shipper. And Satoshi has admitted he likes Amore shipping as well. Again, two of the most powerful people in Pokemon admit that Serena's their favorite, plus they are Amore shippers. And Satoshi and Masuda together ultimately make all the decisions on Pokemon, both the anime and the games. Even with Satoshi just being a figurehead, he's still the executive producer, and with Masuda being the actual driving head and head of the game franchise, these two together, that puts a powerful person or powerful persons in the corner of Serena is going to return. Okay. Now, Serena, if they decide to do the ultimate reset, let's just say that, basing everything off of the game demo and everything like that, and the fact that the game story is so vaguely worded, Ash is in the game story. And in fact, with Ash Greninja, it's stated that it's given to you by, a powerful trainer or something like that. That part's still a little bit a little bit shaky on the whole Ash Greninja tie-in. But it's interesting to note that if they choose to do a reset like this, and they choose to make Sun and Moon the deepest involved Pokemon story, which, according to all research, even though it looks like a comedy on the surface, they've really been pulling out all the stops on this behind the scenes. If they are to end this, it's interesting to note that Serena's anime counterpart is based on Leaf, while Ash's is based on Red, the two main original game protagonists. So, if Serena does return, and this is like the final region before a hard reset of the Pokemon franchise, it makes sense to bring these two together. Also, there was some very interesting stuff in the game that's pointing towards this could very well be Ash's last run, because you find out information about the protagonist's father, something everybody wants to see before Ash gets written off. The Chinese leaks that stated in about the game that the protagonist would be responsible for creating the League of Alola. If the game leaks are true, the anime's got to follow suit, which means that if this is all true, Ash will be responsible for setting up the Alola League. This will be his last journey, ending it with the character he's known the longest, which is Serena. And the fact that Ash is based off Red and Serena's based off Leaf, that's something that can't be thrown away or discarded. Okay. This is probably the biggest one of them all, not just for the Amore shipping thing or the Serena thing, but because of what I'm about to say. During the school arc, Ash will be aging. After confirmation in the Sun and Moon game demo that you cannot compete in island trials until you are 11, meaning in the anime, approximately a year will pass for Ash before he can start traveling, giving the opportunity for Serena in anime time to do what she wants to do in Alola, then continue traveling to more regions, as she stated in X, Y, and Z 45, where she states that she's going to start traveling other regions, starting with Hoenn. And it's very interesting, that phrasing that she used. She's going to start traveling other regions, starting in Hoenn. And with a year, with a year's time, Serena, you can do a lot in a year, Serena. I mean, heck, you got 3 Princess Keys and got to the Master Class and became runner-up in less than 6 months. So, a year in anime time, you can go far. Okay, this one, anime tradition. I like this one because this one, as you guys know, I only watch a few animes here and there, so I've never really been immersed in this, but it was actually brought to my attention. In anime tradition, when the main protagonist starts a school, they do a school arc kind of thing, a character from there clings to the protagonist. AKA, this could be Mallow, Lily, or, anybody else. But later has to deal with a reoccurring character from the past who also has feelings for the protagonist. Who is the only one that fits that bill? That would be Serena, the only past female companion of Ash's that actually has shown feelings towards Ash. It is also interesting to note that, they were kind of hinting at this in the preview, to where Mallow was holding Ash's hand, smiling, blah, 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 blah. Very similar to, we're not going to talk about that. But it is very interesting to note that that is a tradition in anime just as a whole. And also the Chinese leaks, back to those real quick. It states that a past character or a past companion will return. And again, games dictate the anime. If a past companion returns, and it is in fact Serena, that's just more hoorah evidence that she's going to go. Hoorah! But, so anyway, anime tradition with the whole school arc thing. Back to the game demo. In the game demo, your character receives a letter before traveling, but it doesn't say who it's from. You also run into this character that's telling you an unbelievably similar story to Serena's, that she's waiting for a cool, strong guy that helped her out when she injured her ankle. Now, again, Serena injured her knee in the anime. However, Pokemon does change things. They change things here and there. Like, they couldn't easily make this mysterious character who, in a sim or a simulator, somebody actually put a face to it. But in the game demo, you can't see this character's face. It could be very simple that that is Serena, and in fact, when the anime gets to this point, they'll change ankle to knee, or they could change ankle to knee, and that would give them the mechanism to write Serena back in. It's just more interesting coincidences, which I do not believe in, that point towards Serena's ultimate return. Okay, now this one is the big one. The fact that a lot of the more writers from X, Y, and Z have been confirmed to be working on Sun and Moon, a mode, the gentleman that wrote the Serena Becomes Ash episode, among others. Most of the writers that are moving on to Sun and Moon from XY and XY and Z were the Amore shipping writers, were the Serena writers. Again, very interesting that those are the people that were chosen to be brought on and not the others. Again, more interesting coincidences here and there, which I do not believe in. Okay, this one's another one. New female traveling companions in the game, and this has been a running tradition since they replaced Misty with May. We are revealed character bios, anime artwork, etc. are revealed almost a year in advance, which has not happened for Sun and Moon at all. Which leads me and others in the community to believe there won't be a new main female traveling companion. There could be a secondary, but there's not going to be a new main one. And also, again, leaks stating a past companion's return. Game and by default, anime. Again, more interesting information to point towards Serena's return. Now, Masuda's own words. The age of predictability in Pokemon is over. And again, guys, let's not kid ourselves. What is the most predictable thing for a female protagonist in Pokemon? That they leave and never return. The age of predictability is over, everybody. Masuda's own words himself, not mine. Okay, now there is one interesting thing that came out as of late, and I want to share this one. And this one, is open to translation, but this one I thought was funny. Serena's Japanese voice actor tweeted the other day a mysterious tweet, and basically the translation is, support the new dawn of Ash and Serena's story. And, it's very interesting because on her blog, she says that she'd be on Sun and Moon in some kind of capacity, but we don't see her in any of the official listings, so people automatically assume that's fake. But let's say her blog is true to where she is on the show, but she's not on any of the character lists or the staff lists. It could mean that she is in fact on the show, but her role isn't until later. Could she be voicing some Pokemon now and then? Or every now and again? Possibly. But again, I don't see that happening because her first and main role has always been Serena's. So, anyway, everybody, like I said, past patterns, skeptics, mainstream PokeTubers aside, there's still a lot of things to support the possibility of Serena going. And like I said, just because the mainstreamers are following the past pattern and saying, nope, not going to happen, guys, sorry to tell you, it doesn't mean that what they say is gospel, because some of these guys, whether it be mainstream YouTubers or PokeTubers or whatever you want to call them, or skeptics in general, they're not going to look into this other information that's there. They're just going to say, oh, it's all coincidences. But the fact that there is such a big list of things, and that's just a few of them that I went over today, because honestly, if I went over all of them, we'd be sitting here for a lot longer. But the fact that there's just all that in one little 20-minute episode, all that evidence right there, shows you that it's too much to be a coincidence. I still believe that Serena is going to return. Probably right when Ash starts traveling after the school arc 15-20 episodes in. About the time that commemorative figurine comes out, and coincidentally on the 20th anniversary of the anime. So, in the comments down below, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys still skeptical? Are you guys saying, well, we didn't know all this stuff, and, looking at it, it could be, are you guys like, absolutely not, she's never going to come back, already made up my mind, Pokemon X, Y, and Z is the best, screw the rest of this anime, I'm out of here. Just, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. Alright, everybody, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.